Hi, church. Good evening. I wanted to reach out to you tonight to give you an update on our latest elders meeting. We met to discuss Governor Inslee's Sunday proclamation. That in particular was a proclamation that said in church services there can be no corporate worship, no singing together as a church body. And I don't know if you've noticed in a part of our church gatherings, but we actually devote a lot of time to corporate praise and worship and singing praise. And it's not an accident. It's not something that we do in order to fill time or for us to have warm fuzzies or to enjoy music. There are some doctrinal, theological reasons for it. It is obviously one of the ways that we as a people can glorify God together through our voices and speak out truths together in unity. It is also one of the ways that as we're singing songs over the long haul with lyrics that we're choosing because we're wanting a particular set of lyrics to be sung by our congregation, over the long haul it ends up shaping our doctrine and shaping our beliefs. And so in the nutshell, singing is really one of the ways that we are growing our people as disciples. And I think you'll find, if you're like me, that when I'm going through hard times or through various circumstances, or even doing something mundane, I'll have these songs and these doctrines will start playing in my mind, or I'll be singing them out loud, and it shapes me and it shapes us. And there are other reasons that we're singing, but for what I've discussed, these are important reasons to us as a church. They're important to the formation and the shape of who we are as a church. And so for these reasons, we plan to continue singing in our worship services. This is not an area where we feel that I'll say it this way, we feel a sense of conviction that we're to continue singing as a church body. One of the elders said it this way, my dog is, pal, go on, said it this way in the meeting, if we're going to meet, we're going to sing. And so that is our plan. That said, we do need to be aware and not be ignorant that hospitalizations are up. They are up for COVID right now. They're really roughly around double of what they had been when I was tracking it closely a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago. But they're not only up for COVID, they're up for other reasons as well. And I have gotten feedback from more than one ER nurse that is saying essentially that they're just full and they're getting stretched and they're getting to this limit, this breaking point. I heard also of, and I haven't studied this in detail, but it's not just Spokane area, it's Idaho, it's, and in Washington State as a whole and all that. And so the concern is that because they're full, not only with, or getting fuller with COVID, and they're already full with some other medical issues, that they're going to be overwhelmed and they're not going to be able to take care of people with all sorts of needs, not just COVID needs as well. And so I believe that it means that we need to do what we can to help stop the spread as well. As I said, we're planning on singing and we're planning on continuing to gather, but we need to do what we can as well to stop it. And so there's some ways that we can work together to love our neighbor and continue to gather together as a church and do what we can. One of the ways is continue to reserve your spot online if you're going to worship with us in person. If you're going to join us in person, reserve your spot online. You go to vine-community.com and you'll see a reserve my spot in big, all caps, bolded letters. You click on that link and then you can select if you want to reserve the Saturday night mask only service, mask required service, or one of the Sunday morning masks encouraged service. And then you'll be able to see, once you click one of those links, exactly how many spots are available to know if it's worth, if you've got a family of 6 or more, it's really helpful to see if there's only 5 spots. Check that out before you fill out the information. Secondly, so reserve your spot. Secondly, if you're sick at all, if you have symptoms that aren't COVID but they're sickness, don't come. Tune in to our live stream, our 10:30 a.m. live stream. You'll see the links on our webpage to be able to watch our live stream, and again, just click the link and you can join us that way. And I encourage you, when you join us, comment, let us know that you're here, interact with some of the people, and that will encourage us as well. We don't want to spread any sickness at all. And I certainly don't want to be, interacting and getting sick myself. So I would appreciate it if you're feeling it at all. Let's not, show up and push it. Let's just stay home. We also still, as leaders, are encouraging our people to wear masks to help slow things down. Wash your hands, all the basic stuff we're hearing about, social distance. Let's think not about being cavalier, but being loving and caring and doing what we can. As I said, the hospitalizations are up just across the board. I want to say also, I'm just grateful for the handful of people that have reached out to me in regard to those people who haven't felt that they've been able to attend, but they have faithfully joined us online week after week after week. And we don't have huge online numbers, but we do have a faithful remnant of people that continue to show up and they stay connected with us. And thank you guys for joining. And let me know if it's meaningful to you. I'd really appreciate send an email, and I'll pass it around and share it with others as well. I look forward to the day when we can meet without restrictions. I think of David talking about how he longed to be gathered with the saints in worship and praise. I long for those days when we're gathered without restrictions, where we are really just kind of packed in, and there's the sound of Jesus's church offering praise and worship in such a way, filling the room with God's praise and worship in a way that only a full room can. I look forward to that day, and we're not there right now, but I'm hopeful that we will be. And so thank you for your patience. Continue to pray for us. Thank you for all the people that have shared that they are praying for us, and continue to pray for us as well. We'll connect with you in person on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, or we'll see you online. God bless.